Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. My name is Shar, and I have just been away. I know that. It has been a crazy time in America. Um, can you say COVID-19? There you go. I mean, it's been crazy. So I've been hanging in there and being careful, trying to stay alive, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep my employment, trying to keep funds rolling in, and all of that jazz. I hope you guys are well and trying to do the same. You know, it's just a crazy life right now for all of America, the universe almost, you know, it's all across, you know, China, of course, and which is where they say it originally came from. All that jazz. It's craziness going on out here. So pray for me and I will pray for you. But today I am back. If I haven't mentioned already, my name is Shar. I missed you guys. I missed doing videos. So I'm going to try to get back to life as we knew it. And for me and so many other YouTubers that consisted of doing videos. So I wanted to come and talk about a few things that's going on, you know, our celebrities. I don't think I do gossip. I may, you know, you can comment below if you want to say what I'm doing, you know, in your opinion. I feel like I'm not doing gossip because I am talking about stuff that's going on, but you know, a lot of this stuff is from the horse's mouth. Like, you know, nowadays, because of social media, the celebrities, they come to you straight on from their own social media accounts, you know what I mean, talking about the issues or the drama that they're having. So I feel like that's not gossip because it's coming from them. I feel like gossip is, you know, a third party. You're not really sure what was said or done. I mean, you know what I mean? If somebody comes to you from their own social platform and say, you know what I mean, I got kicked in the back yesterday and this is what happened, and then I come and report it, that's not really gossip. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, such and such talked about this yesterday on her YouTube or her Instagram. Go and check it out. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really feel bad about discussing this stuff. And, you know, at this point, even though it's not 100% altogether serious, you know, what's going on with the celebrities, they just never seem to fail us with the drama. And at this point, with just all the negativity that's going on in the world with COVID and, you know, the police brutality and the systematic racism and all that jazz, we just need a buffer. You know what I mean? We just need a buffer. We really need to laugh and relax and relate and release. But if you can't get that done, then hey, let's just talk about these crazy celebs, right? So I wanted to really briefly talk about Megan Thee Stallion, and I always call him Lorenz Tate, just because I guess it's not Trey Songz, it's not Lorenz Tate, it's Tory Lanez. And so those two names, they kind of seem like they're interchangeable. But anyway, Tory Lanez, this is a crazy mess that is already on its way out. It's already gone. You know what I mean? But, you know, they keep dredging it up because Megan keeps coming to her social media and talking about it, what I just said, right? And it's crazy. You know, bottom line, they was at, what's her name? The little Kardashian girl, no, Jenner girl, Kylie. They was at one of Kylie's parties. They left. I guess everybody was drunk, high, whatever the case may be. Something happened in the car where he made a mistake or he purposely, we don't know. All we know is that Megan Thee Stallion got shot. It's alleged that Tory Lanez did it. I don't really know the details of the situation, but she eventually came out on her social media and said Tory Lanez shot her. I'm still going to say allegedly because I really don't know. You know what I mean? I hate to say it. I'm glad she's alive. You know, I don't really care for her music that much. But, you know, she's cool. No biggie, no problem with her. But, you know, it's over. She didn't die. The injuries were, luckily for her, not really serious. Tory Lanez, if he did it by mistake or purposely, you know, I guess he's going to get his. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's in jail or whatever. And I know they all got reprimanded and arrested. She was released. He got released later on, and so did the other people that were with them. But yeah, it's just crazy. I'm over it. Tory Lanez shot her in the foot. She was leaking blood. The grace of God, she's okay. Okay? Next, because we're never really going to find out what the hell happened and why the hell he shot her. Was it truly a mistake, or were they in our car arguing and fighting or beefing? We don't know. They haven't revealed it. Tory Lanez ain't really said ish since the shit happened. So let's just forget about them, okay? All right, boom. What next? I do want to do a really quick follow-up on Floyd Mayweather's baby mama. He has 3 children with this woman. I did a story, a YouTube video a while back when it initially happened. I think it was back in March 8th or 9th or something, when they reported that she was found dead at her home, in front of her home, in her vehicle. And at that time, they had absolutely no idea what was the cause of death. Later on, it came back out that she died of a drug overdose. I don't know if I came back with this retraction and talked about that, but it was a drug overdose. Like I said, I may have did a video and mentioned it or not, but I kind of like to follow up, you know, when I talk about things and I don't know the details or what the heck really happened, and then later on I find out what happened or get word or wind of what happened. I like to follow up. So yeah, it was supposedly a drug overdose, and that's sad. I believe it was prescription drugs, like pills, like fentanyl. She did some type of mix of 2 types of drugs, or a few types of drugs. I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2 or few. But I want to say it was fentanyl mixed with another drug, another pill of some sort. So that's sad and it's unfortunate. May she rest in peace. You know, it takes me back to when, like I said, when I did my initial video about this subject, and we talked about how Floyd Mayweather advised, you know, he had mentioned that he had gone over to her house, and the reason why the fight incurred is because he was just trying to calm her down and all these things. Now that we know that she did dabble with substance abuse for prescription medication, I don't know. Could be possible. Could very well be possible. Because what it is that, and I'm no expert, I'm no guru, I'm not a doctor, you know, I'm not trying to act like I'm, you know, versed on pills and what they do. Because I actually have no idea. I don't do drugs myself. You know, I've never taken pills to get high. It's always been for a medical reason. So I don't know. I do know, what I do know is that, you know, I know that some pills are considered uppers, some are considered downers in terms of what they do to your mood. So, you know, if she's taking 2 type of pills that's doing the opposite, you know what I mean? That's doing the opposite. One is bringing her down, one is supposed to bring her up, or whatever the adverse reactions could be with these type of pills. It could be a very negative outcome. And in her case, it was. So, again, may she rest in peace, Josie Harris. So I also want to move on to Joe Budden and Tahiry Jose. Now, these are 2 characters. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they both are from Love and Hip Hop New York. I am a very big fan of Love and Hip Hop New York. Not so much as the other Love and Hip Hops. Atlanta, they're so incredibly ghetto. But, you know, I got my pick and chooses, you know, who I like to watch on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The LA one, Hollywood one, not really at all. Not really. They're just so superficial and just so incredibly fake, you know, hence Hollywood, right? But yeah, I don't really care for that one at all. My favorite one is New York, for whatever reasons why. I feel like they're the only ones that's pretty much as down to earth as they can be, considering their circle of people that they're dealing with or whatever in their lifestyles. So yeah, Love and Hip Hop New York is my choice. And Joe Budden and Tahiry, they were guest stars on that reality show. Now, Joe Budden, he's a rapper from back in the day. Since started a podcast, I guess, or I don't know if you call it a podcast or a talk show. It's on Revolt TV, which is P. Diddy's channel out there on the cable network called Revolt. His show is called, the heck is his show called? I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I really forgot. But I've watched it a few times. It's pretty decent. It's him, Remy Ma, and two other characters, two other commentators that they talk about like stuff that's going on currently, you know, celebrities, stuff that's going on in music and movies and all this different stuff. So it's a pretty decent show. I've watched it. It's cool. Now, Tahiry, on the other hand, she was recently on Love and Marriage Boot Camp. That I don't care for too much either. But I happened to tune in because it was her, another rapper from New York by the name of Vado, the character from the group Day 26 and his wife, rapper Corrupt and his girlfriend, and Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks and her date. And am I missing somebody? Oh, and then Hazel E, I believe her last name, Hazel E. She's from Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, whatever, and her boyfriend. Okay, so they were on there. Long story short, Vado and Tahiry got a little violent toward the middle of the show. She did something really, really stupid. She hit him. She hit him with some apples, fresh apples, like, you know, that were in a bowl on a table, and whatever the drama is and whatever's going on in her head, whatever, she hit him. She tagged him twice with some, you know, regular size apples, tagged him in the jaw twice. Hit him once, hit him twice. And I'm sorry, I'm a woman. I do not advocate men hitting women. However, I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. And we're all adults. We're all human. And I know when things happen, people react. Okay? You can't expect to smack the shit out of somebody or hit somebody with an apple, a hard ass, big ass apple, tag them in the face. You know what I mean? Person not really expecting that. You know what I mean? So you could just imagine the impact, and it probably hurt it. Okay, man or not. You know what I mean? You can't expect to smack the shit out of somebody and they not react and they not hit you. You know what I mean? I just think it's ridiculous. I really, really feel like it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And then they literally condemned this man. Took him out of the mix, took him off the show. He's off location. He's at a hotel somewhere. First of all, did we hear about Vado being abusive at any other time, at any other point in his life with other women, other girl? You know what I mean? Like, don't condemn this man like this. Like, he made a mistake. He got mad. He fucking reacted. Excuse my language, but he reacted. And really, he restrained himself, like, because he really didn't go off on her when she did it. Like, he could have got up and kind of chased her down or whatever, but he didn't. He held his composure. It was just that when later on, or maybe it was later on that day or the next day, I don't know how the show runs, but it was later on in a different scene where they were sitting next to each other and they were asked to explain some things, and he basically just got fed up with her in the drama and obviously thought about what she had did, and he tagged her, or he kind of jumped on her and put his hands around her shoulders. I don't think it was around her neck. I can't remember. But, and again, that's not right. But the point I'm making is that as adults, we can't expect to just hit somebody, and because he's a man, he can't hit us back. He shouldn't. But hell, I'm a woman. If a man hits me, I'm going to try to hit him back. I mean, good luck with it hurting or really affecting him unless I pick up a weapon or something. But you just can't hit somebody and expect them not to react. I think that is so unfair. I mean, am I the only woman that feels that way? Like, please, if there's any other women out there listening and they, want to take the time to comment, please do. Like, I don't like that. I really don't, because it's not right. Like, if you hit somebody, you really expect them not to hit you back. You want them to sit there and go through that and be like, oh, okay, well, no, I can't hit her. She just smacked the shit out of me, or she just hit me over the head with a vase or something. But no, I really can't do anything back to her. I'm a woman. I mean, I'm a man. She's a woman. I can't hit her back. I can't do it. I mean, is that reality? Like, is that really going to happen? No, it's really not gonna fucking happen. So I just don't understand that. Like, why? I mean, and they never mentioned on the show, they never asked Tahiry not one time, why did you do that? Like, why did you hit him? Why did you hit him with those apples? Nobody. The other couples, the two therapists, nobody ever asked why did she even do it. You know what I mean? But they wanted to get him out of there like he was a threat. You know what I mean? But I don't want to go on a tangent on that, because I can talk about that for hours. I just think that's messed up, and the only person that kind of thought about it and kind of made reference to that was Corrupt, and he was the drunk supposedly on the show, and he was like, yeah, you can't hit people, you can't just go around hitting people. He was the only one that actually made that comment, as to say, like, that was wrong. She shouldn't have did that. It was wrong for him to hit her, but it was wrong for her to even initiate that. You know what I mean? Because you initiate stuff like that, you get a reaction, and it's not going to be the response or reaction you want. You know what I mean? But anyway, it just made me think about with that reality star, Evelyn Lozada. She was from Basketball Wives, when she was dating or married to or engaged or whatever to that ex-NFL player, Ocho Cinco. Like, he hit her. They argued. I don't know the real specific details, but the bottom line is that they argued. I believe they were in a car. They argued. They had words. Supposedly, she hit him or did something, and he replied or responded back by headbutting her. Now, like I said, I don't know the real details, but they said that she hit him. All I'm saying is, as women, we can't just keep hitting these guys and expecting them to be like, okay, I can't hit her back. I'm a man. She's a woman. She busted me over the head, but I can't hit her back. It's unrealistic to think that way. And it's unrealistic to think that a person is not going to react. Right? Anyway, hopefully Joe Budden's career and all this stuff won't be affected by this little incident and what Tahiry, because she kind of went on, I think she was on Hollywood Unlocked, and mentioned that she got hit in the nose, or her nose had got broken by Joe Budden when they dated. Now, if you know anything about Joe Budden, back in the day, he had a chemical dependency problem as well. I don't know what his drug of choice was. I don't know if it was pills, crack, lean, heroin, cocaine. I don't know. But he did have a problem. They dated, had what they call a tumultuous relationship, up and down, and supposedly he broke her nose. Now, in reply to that, Joe came out later on his platform and produced some type of audio and footage where Tahiry was talking to Joe in this footage and had advised that somebody else hit her in the nose and broke her nose. And she was supposedly talking to Joe Budden, like she was telling him about the incident and her getting her nose broke. Now that's the recording. So, now she just looks stupid. Wherever she is, I haven't even heard hide no hair from her. She went radio silent now. Like, no one's heard from her on her platform or anything as it relates to this video that Joe put out. So, she made herself look stupid. She's definitely made herself look like a big liar. Because if he broke it, why are you standing there telling him about somebody else breaking your nose? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, jury's still out on that, and we'll wait to see what she has to say, if anything at all, as it relates to the video that Joe put out. And really quickly, also about Joe, he ended up dating and having a child with another Love and Hip Hop New York star. Her name is Cian Santana. She was on the show with them. She ended up dating Erica Mena, who's currently now married to Safari Samuels, which he was former manager or producer to Nicki Minaj. So, and she ended up having a relationship with him, and then they had a baby. They have a son now. And for whatever reasons why, I don't know if it's for attention, because to my knowledge, I don't follow them to the fullest or even at all, really. But, now all of a sudden she wants to put out that Joe abused animals. Like he abused a dog or something. I don't know the details. I didn't really bother to read it because I think it's stupid. If he truly abused an animal, shame on him. And, if he keeps doing it, I hope he gets caught for it. Because, especially dogs. I love dogs. They're precious. They're little people. Sometimes they have more sense than people, literally. So, no one's an advocate for abuse of animals. So I hope he gets his at some point if he truly abused an animal. But my point is, why the hell is she just now saying it? Why didn't she come out with this information a long time ago? If you saw or knew of or, had an idea that he hurt a dog or an animal, then you should have reported it a long time ago, because you almost look as guilty as he seems to look for doing it, for not reporting it when you initially knew of it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's crazy, and she's crazy. Whatever, who cares? What's next? So much going on. Like, there's so much going on, telling you the celebrities, they never fail. Okay. I wanted to also talk about R&B singer Lauryn Hill's daughter. I think her name is Zion, I believe. I think, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Comment below if I am wrong. But anyway, she was on her social media a few weeks ago talking about her mom. Her mom, we all know, she was part of Fugees with Wyclef Jean. Very talented, disturbed lady, whatever. She ended up getting pregnant. Is one of Bob Marley's son. He was an old Jamaican writer, songwriter, performer. Really popular, I think, back in the late 70s, 80s, I believe. Anyway, the man, I think, has a bunch of kids. And, her father is one of his kids. And long story short, she just said that, her mom and dad had a tumultuous relationship. Like, it was really volatile. It was a lot of arguing and fighting. And, her mom, because of that, I'm guessing, I don't know if her mom had a drug problem either. I didn't really follow Lauryn Hill. But she's basically said that it was tumultuous, and she's seen a lot of anger, hurt, fighting, emotions between the parents before her parents broke up. Her father left, and she was just kind of left with an angry mom, a mom that was just not really friendly, communicating with them, kind of like mean, rude, always hitting them, beating them, or whatever the case may be. And as a result, she's a little traumatized and has a lot of emotions, has a lot to say. So she needs to go to therapy at this point. it was clear to me when I watched her on her social media platform that she needs therapy. There's a lot of stuff that she needs to talk through. So I hope she gets that. However, she did discuss in detail her mom and her dad. So she mentioned again that her dad wasn't around. She kind of resented him. She wondered why he wasn't around. You know, the same song and dance that many girls and boys go through when one of their parents is not around. They wonder why. They wonder, is it because of them? Is it because they wasn't loved? Yada, yada, yada. So she's no different. She wants answers. She held a little animosity against him. Anyway, because she laid it all out there for everybody to hear, you know, when you do that, you're going to get feedback, regardless if you want it or not. You've laid all this information out there to the world, and now you're going to get responses. Unwarranted and some warranted, but probably most of them unwarranted. People started to express to her, like, her daddy ain't ish. You know what I mean? For lack of a better term, you know, he's a this, he's a that, you know, forget about him. And then she probably got some well wishes and, you know, everything is going to be okay. Work it out. Talk to your dad. Listen, love, you know, forgive and forget. You know, all these things. But in the meantime, she was also getting a lot of negative feedback as it relates to what people were thinking and feeling about the scenario as it related to her dad. And she got offended. She got offended. Like, she was a little upset. She was coming to her dad's defense, which is great. That's a great thing. However, you can't get mad at people for, you know, giving their opinion. Because, you know, we know what opinions are, right? They're like assholes. Everybody got one. But the thing is, when you put all your business out there, like I said, you're going to get unwarranted commentary, unwarranted feedback, unwarranted opinions. And that's what she got. And she didn't like what she heard. She came to her dad's defense, which is admirable. But, you know, when you talk about a deadbeat dad, and before he left, he was kind of dysfunctional, hitting your mama, arguing with your mama all the time, kind of made the household unbearable. She was crying all the time. Girl, ain't nobody gonna say nothing nice. They're just not. I know you want them to, but they're not. And like I said, I guess it's a great thing that she came to her dad's defense. It shows that she cares. It shows that she loves him. But it is what it is, you know. Kind of dysfunctional. And that doesn't make him a bad person. It just means that he also needs some therapy. You know what I mean? At some point, he needs to work on himself and work on his people skills. You know what I mean? So, kudos to her for taking up for her dad. But yeah, when you talk and tell people that all these negative things that happen and you've seen them growing up, they're not going to give you, you know, they're going to give you the business as it relates to their opinions. And you just have to, you know, take it in. You don't have to accept it, but, you know what I mean? You can't just go for blood coming for people when you told them all the negative stuff about your dad. That's all I'm saying. So, hopefully they'll get what they need to, you know, come back together as a family. I believe she did say her and her mom are a little better now as it relates to communication. So that's great. What else did I want to talk about really quick? Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to go back to Floyd. Floyd Mayweather's daughter, YAYa. I don't know. She has some issues. We all know that she has court dates coming up for the assault or the stabbing of some other little girl. I don't know who the little girl is, okay? She was dating a rapper, NBA Youngboy, out of New Orleans, or Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Really troubled young man. Talented, but troubled. I like him, but he's troubled, okay? That's another one that needs some real cold, hard, long therapy. Like, he is so troubled. And he got a lot of stuff going on here and here. But I feel, in my opinion, that at his core, he's a good person, you know, has a good heart. But just listening to his music, I feel like at his core, he's a decent person, but he's just real troubled. And, you know, the drugs, don't make him no better. You know what I mean? He's one of these people that walk around with the cup all the time. So we already know what that's about. Anyway, and then he has about 99 kids. Okay, and it ain't over. He keeps going. I think he's up to 6. I think. And still got one more on the way. He just recently had a daughter with a baby mama that already had a baby, and I think he got another one on the way. I think this one is a girl as well, if I'm not mistaken. But speaking of babies, it is being reported that Money YAYa is now I'm about to say prejudice, Lord. It is being reported that Money YAYa is pregnant, allegedly. There was some footage that came out on Instagram. She was recorded at a mall one day with her mom. They were out at the mall. You know, YAYa ain't big as a minute. Like, she real short. Like, she about 5'4" or something like that, maybe 5'3". And she ain't big as a minute. And what they had discovered when she was walking in the mall, walking by, that she had a little something going on right here around the abdomen area, you know, a little baby bump of some sort, because the person that recorded her was like, "Ooh, she pregnant," you know what I mean? And then her ratchet friends on another platform on a whole nother day was trying to play it off, pretending like she was recording her shoes and saying how different and how unique her shoes were, panned the phone over to Money YAYa's direction when Money YAYa was kind of stretched out. Looked like she was sitting on top of a dresser or something, or top of a table, kind of stretched out, showed her bump. Now, if you did not realize that she was pregnant when you seen her at this mall walking with her mom, you kind of knew that she had something going on in the stomach area when you seen that picture of her kind of sitting up on a dresser. She had a belly. So, you know, it's been reported that she is pregnant by NBA YoungBoy. She wanted to be a part of that harem. I don't know. Apparently this guy is really, really, really smooth. You know what it is? I really believe, because he doesn't do too many interviews or anything, I just feel like, obviously he's a bad boy, but he's a bad boy that is really, really in touch with his feelings. And girls go mad over that. Girls go crazy over that. They love guys that are really in touch with their feelings, but still a guy's guy, you know what I mean? But they are in touch with their feelings, like they're really, really deep. You know what I mean? Like they're deep. And I feel like that's who NBA YoungBoy is. I feel like he's in touch with his feelings, but he's definitely a guy, and definitely a guy's guy. Excuse me, a guy's guy. But he's just deep. He's real deep, and girls are attracted to that. Like they go mad over that. And and on top of the fact that he's rich, right? Like he got all this money. At least right now he's rich. You know, right now he got money and all this cars and all these other things. But those two things, you know, and to be honest with you, I really don't know which one comes first. Probably money, but you know, it's a close second that he's just like this really kind of troubled, deep guy. Girls go crazy over it. But yeah, so she's a part of that now, allegedly, because we're not sure if she is quite pregnant yet. Time will tell, though. Time will definitely tell. And we are not quite sure who her baby daddy is, but we think it might be him, because, you know, a few months ago, you know, he was calling her his wife, and she was over there every day and camped out and all this stuff. So time will tell. We'll see. Okay. What else did I want to discuss? I think that might be it. We talked about Money YAYa. We talked about Megan Thee Stallion. I think that might be it, guys. Yeah, that might be it. I just wanted to come and talk about those are the pressing things that was on my mind that I wanted to discuss. I don't want to take up too much time. I hate when the videos go really, really long. I just want to thank you guys for listening to me, coming back and listening to me. I know I've been gone away for a minute. but I'm going to try to get back into doing videos on a more repetitive basis. So thank you so much. I did want to say really quick also, please check out my other channel. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Shar of Marlena D Boutique. I do have a online store. It's called Marlena D Boutique. We do also have a website now. The website is marlenad.com, and Marlena is spelled MARLANA, the letter D.com. Check us out at the website. We have an amazing sale going on right now. Everything is 15% off. It's our end of the summer sale. You can get some great pieces for the rest of the summer. For those of you who live where it's still warm, where I'm at, it's getting a little bit chilly. We may have a few more warm days come up, but for the most part, our summer is done by September. So for those of you who are still, who are living in areas where it's still warm, like Florida and LA, check out the website. You can pick up some things to wear out through the rest of the season, or pick you up some things for next summer. We're making room for our fall inventory. We have some amazing things coming up for fall. I'm so excited about that. We're so far been really known for our outerwear, like our jackets, faux leather jackets, and all different types of blazers and things like that. And we have some amazing things coming out for fall. So I'm so excited, and please check out that website. That is marlenad.com. Check out our end of the summer sale, and please follow me. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. Go out to Shar at marlenad.com. That's my other YouTube channel. Follow that one and subscribe to that one as well. And I will check you guys out later. Thank you so much for being with me today. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.